absolutely.
Defense would call Ms. Sherry Stines.
All right, Ms. Stein.
And Judge, if it's okay, I'd like to stay at council table. I think that there's an issue with the podium that
That'd be fine.
kind of goes up and down.
All right. Ma'am, you will stay right at the podium. All right. If you will, raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you swear from the testimony you give be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, ma'am, if you would state and spell your name for the record.
Sherry Stines. SherriStines.
All right, Ms. Bartley, you may ask.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Stines, again, Sherry, just tell us where you're from, where you live.
I'm from Neon, Kentucky.
Okay, is that in Letcher County?
Yes,
All right. Do you know Shawn Mickey Stines?
yes.
What do you call him?
I call him Bubby.
Bubby? Okay.
Yes, he's biologically my nephew, but my mother and father raised him.
Well, that was my next question. What's your relationship to him? So,
Yes.
you're his aunt, is
Yes.
that correct?
Yes,
All right. Now, how close of a relationship do you have with Mickey now?
very close.
And has it always been close?
Yes.
Okay. How much older than Mickey are you?
I'm 62. He's getting ready to be 45.
Did you ever live with Mickey?
Yes.
And is it okay with you if I call him Mickey? I know you call him Bubby,
Yeah, I
but
call
don't
him
think we're that
Mickey,
close
yeah.
yet, so he may not like that. I want to ask you about the date September 18th of 2024. Do you recall the events of that day?
Yes, it's the day he stayed all night with me.
Okay. And you said that's the day he stayed all night with you. So you saw Mickey that day, is that
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay. And about what time that day did you see Mickey?
It was late in the day when he came by the house. It wasn't dark, but it was later in the day.
Okay. And when he showed up to your house, did you know he was going to stay the night with you?
Yes, he told me.
Was it common for Mickey to spend the night with you?
No.
Why was he going to stay the night with you that night?
I think it was going to be just to let his wife and daughter rest, where he'd been such a nervous wreck and wasn't sleeping.
Okay.
You know.
So you said he was going to let his wife and daughter rest. Now tell me,
Yeah.
why couldn't they rest?
Because he couldn't sleep and he was wiping the floors, and I guess he was aggravating them,
Okay. Now, did you talk to his wife or his daughter about that at all?
No, not that night. He was at the house, so I didn't. I tried not to get in that.
When he came to your house, had he called you before and said, I'm coming over?
I can't remember if he called and said he was coming or not, but he knew he could come anytime he wanted. It's like his second home.
Okay, so you said he came by later that evening.
Yeah.
And when he came by, did he bring anything with him?
He brought a bag, and in it he had those little tuna creations, and turned out it was like melatonin gummies and some over-the-counter Benadryl.
And did he have anything to say about why he had Benadryl or melatonin gummies?
Well, he hadn't been sleeping, and it's like he hadn't slept in 7 days and nights. And he had went to the doctor, and they had told him to take the Benadryl and the melatonin to help him rest.
When?
I'm assuming it was that day or the day before. It was very close.
So he had gone pretty close in time to when he came.
Yeah.
You don't know for sure the day?
Yeah, no.
Okay. And the doctor recommended to him to take melatonin and Benadryl to
Right.
try to get some sleep.
Over the counter.
Okay. And when he got to your house, what did y'all do first?
We just basically sit around and watch TV. I went in and I fixed us a little bit of supper. We ate. He didn't eat a lot.
What'd you make?
Pork chops, like green beans, potatoes.
I'm going to object this time. I don't understand the relevance as to what we're here for upon in regards to that question.
I'm going to overrule the objection that that's counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. So Mickey got to your house, you ate some dinner, and then what did you do? What happened?
Just sit around for a minute. He was real fidgety, walking from one door to the next. It kept getting later, and I take oxygen at night, so I sat in my recliner at night and take my oxygen. So I give him a bed in my house. I have an extra bedroom. Told him to go lay down. He goes in, he lays down for a few minutes, and then before I know it, he's right back in the living room with me, and he's carrying a pillow. And I said, "Bubby, can't you sleep?" And No, I just can't. And he would take like melatonin and Benadryl, sit there, keep his phone in his hand. And he was watching his security cameras, watching around his house.
So he's watching the security cameras at his house?
Around his house, yeah.
At his house, okay.
Yeah.
And you said, let me go back to the melatonin and Benadryl. So he's taking melatonin and Benadryl. Did he take that at the same time?
Yes.
Do you know what kind of Benadryl or melatonin it was? How many milligrams, anything like that?
I don't know, but I've still got them at home in the bag he had them in.
Okay. So about how many, if you had to guess, or if you know, don't guess, if you know, how many melatonin, how many Benadryl did Mickey take that night?
I'd say about 3 to 4 Benadryl and about the same with the melatonin gummies.
And did those seem to have any effect on him at all?
No.
And so did he sleep?
No.
You said he was on his phone looking at the security cameras.
Mhm.
And he was looking at the area around his house.
Yes.
Did he have concerns about what was going on around his house?
Oh, yeah, he was paranoid. He thought somebody was going to be around his house and, you know, like, I guess do something, bother something.
What was he concerned about in terms of someone being at his house?
He was worried about Lila and Caroline, his wife and daughter.
He's worried about his wife and daughter.
Yeah.
Did he say anything at all? Did you get any indication of why he would be worried about his wife and daughter?
No, but I knew he was under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress.
Did he mention that there had been any specific threats to him?
Nothing specific, but I just, you know, you could tell the way he acted, it was bad. Bad. He was horrified. He was scared to death.
He was scared to death.
Yeah.
You don't know what he was scared to death of?
No, but, you know, I had my theories, but...
Well, let's not talk about theories.
That's my theories, but that's not what it was, you know, that I know.
Okay, so you said you were up all night with him,
Yes.
okay? And at any point, did he go anywhere?
No, but he did try to get me, the daughter my mother adopted a child, and at the time she'd been at the doctor's office, had a headache, passed out, done MRI, she was in the bed. Well, Mickey at one point tried to get me to ride up by his house, just to check around his house and make sure it was all right, and he wanted me to leave her in the bed. Anybody that knows Mickey would have never suggested you leave a junior in high school in the bed by itself when it's dark outside to go check around somebody's house.
He wanted you to go with him to check on his home.
Yes, his home.
Had there
Yeah.
been something that made him want to go out there?
There was a guy walking down the back street behind his house, and you could see his legs. And he was just walking down the alleyway, but it was enough to freak him out.
What did he think was going to happen, if you know?
Just my opinion, I think he thought they was going to like circle around by his house.
And do what?
I don't know.
He said he was concerned about Caroline and Lila.
Mhm.
And what was it about Caroline and Lila? Did he mention anything specific to them, what he was afraid of?
He was just afraid somebody was going to hurt him.
I heard him.
Yeah.
Now, you've known Mickey for a long time.
Mhm.
His whole life?
Yeah, he brought him home from the hospital.
You familiar with his normal behavior?
Yeah.
What's Mickey like normally?
He's a jokester. He likes to laugh, play. He helps people a lot. He's a good guy. Hyperactive. He goes out and does stuff without you having to beg him to do it, you know, or ask him. If he sees you need help, he'll help you.
Was his behavior that night consistent with his normal behavior?
No. He acted different. I've never seen Mickey act like that.
If you had to describe how he acted in one word, what would you say?
One word, he was kind of psychotic.
Did he ever sleep?
No, while I was with him.
What time did he leave your house?
He left the next morning. Now, I didn't look at the clock, but it was between 8 and 9.
Between 8 and 9?
Yeah, something like that. But I didn't look at my clock, but it was early.
And at that point, had he slept at all?
No.
Okay. Did you talk to Mickey anymore after he left your house that day?
Yes.
And let me back up. Was that September 19th of 2024?
Yes.
Okay. You talked to him again after that?
Yes.
How many times?
I think he tried to call me once, a voice call, but then he did FaceTime me once from the courthouse.
From the courthouse?
Yeah.
About what time was that?
2:49 maybe?
2:49?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's PM, I assume.
Yeah, yeah.
If I showed you a screenshot from a video, and Judge, this is going to be a screenshot from the video that the Commonwealth is introduced. If I showed you a screenshot of a video, do you believe that you could identify the person on the phone?
I'll try.
Judge, if I may approach you.
Sure.
Jackie.
Are you wanting to mark that for the record?
No, Your Honor, I'm just.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry, say that again now.
To me,
You believe that's you?
yes.
And is that roughly the time? Let's see, I'm gonna go here. Apologies. Judge, if I can approach again.
Sure.
I have a time-stamped screenshot, Your Honor, of the video. 1438 is, I'm sorry, 1448. And that's you on the video?
Yes.
Okay. And that's the FaceTime call that Mickey made to you?
Yes.
And is that about the correct time that you recall him FaceTiming
Yeah.
you? On that FaceTime call, what did Mickey say?
Well, like I said, my mother and daddy raised him, so he had a name for my mother. He called her Mommy Bones.
Mommy Bones?
Mommy Bones.
Okay.
And he called me and he said, Sherry, and I said, what? He said, let me speak to Bones. That's what he called Mommy.
Did you let him speak to Bones?
She'd been dead 2.5 years. And I said, what? And he said, let me speak to Bones. I said, Bubby, where you at? Are you at the office? He said, let me call you back. I got a bad connection. I said, well, okay, call me back. He said, love you, bye. And that's the last time I talked to him.
That's the last time you talked to him.
That's the last time I talked to him.
Did you find that call concerning?
Yes.
Well,
He asked for my mother twice. He was with me when I had to unhook my mother from the ventilator. So he knew she was gone. It was me and him together had to unplug it, so he knew she was gone.
again, has Mickey ever acted this way in the past?
No.
Did you eventually find out what happened at the courthouse that day?
Yes.
When did you find out?
It took about, till I found out for sure, about half an hour.
What was your reaction to that news?
My knees got kind of weak and my mouth fell open and I cried my eyes out.
Is that something that you could ever imagine that Mickey would do?
Never in a million years would I have ever thought that Mickey would even discharge his gun, let alone do something like that.
Has he ever been violent?
No.
Has he ever been angry, mean, rageful, any of those things?
You know, everybody gets angry, but I've never seen him violent.
Yeah. Do you know if he's ever discharged his weapon?
Not that I know of.
Did you have an interview with the police after this all happened? And did you tell them that day what you're telling us today?
Yeah.
You said that you still have the Benadryl and the melatonin at your house.
Mhm.
The police come to your house?
No.
How'd you talk to them?
On the phone.
On the phone?
Yeah.
How many times did you talk to them?
Once was like an interview conversation, and then I think I may have had to call him back once after that because I remembered something They told me if I remembered anything to call them back, but I can't remember specifically what it was.
Okay, but they never came out to the house?
No,
They never collected any evidence?
no,
They didn't take the medication?
no.
You kept in touch with Mickey at all since he's been in jail?
Yeah, I wrote him a bunch at first, but now it's down to just like FaceTime, and I'll go up and FaceTime, you know, with his wife, daughter, something like that. It's not as much as it was, but it's as much as I can.
Sure. You know how he's doing?
He's not doing good at all.
When you say that, what do you mean?
I mean, he's always had to take antibiotics every day of his life. He's got a really bad infection in his head. And it's not just looks-wise, it's painful, and it's getting on his face. His head's got these, it's hard to lay his head on pillows. He's in a lot of pain, is the point. This tick bite he got has always caused him a lot of trouble.
Tell me about that. You said he got a tick bite?
Yeah, they call it California encephalitis or something like that.
Do you know what that is?
He went to and from the hospital so much, and they kind of acted like it was a mystery illness, like, oh God, just, we can't find it, just go home and take Tylenol. But it just, his blood pressure would be up, it would be down, up, down, and it was, he just looked pitiful. You know, in that hospital bed, his feet hanging over him, them acting like he wasn't sick, and they come to find out, run the test, that it really was something.
And what was it again?
It was from a tick bite. I think they call it California encephalitis.
California encephalitis?
Yeah.
And do you have any idea, I know you're not a doctor, but aside from just being tired, being in and out of the doctor's office and things like that, do you know in any way how that affected Mickey, what symptoms he had, anything like that?
No, it had a lot to do with tightness in his head and stuff like that, I think.
Tightness in his head?
Yeah.
Okay. Did it have any behavioral symptoms?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, and that's fair. That's fair.
But now he does have really high blood pressure. He was born with a heart murmur. And he's just always had a lot of health problems, chest-wise. You know, heart, lungs, he had a hard time breathing. And it seems to be his health going down.
Health's going down.
Yeah.
Has Mickey lived in Letcher County his whole life?
Yeah.
All right, born and raised. You brought him home from the hospital.
Yeah.
All right, do his wife and the kids live in Letcher County?
Yes.
All right. I think you already kind of told us when he was sheriff.
Mhm.
What kind of sheriff was he?
He tried his best to help everybody, if he could, to give everybody a chance. Tried to help turn their lives. He tried to help their families too. If they were having a hard time with their kids, he tried to help.
Mickey got a criminal record?
Nope.
You know if Mickey has a passport?
No.
Has he ever been out of the country?
No.
Ever been on an airplane?
No, I'd have never heard the end of it if he had.
Okay. As far as you know, what's his relationship like with Caroline and Lila?
They seem to get along great. I mean, everybody has trouble,
Sure.
you know, but can't live with each other, can't live without each other, you know.
Now, if Mickey were to get out on bond, does he have a place to go?
Yes, always.
Where?
Me or them.
They still willing to take you in?
Why, yeah.
You willing to take him in?
Yeah.
Judge decides to give him a bond and he's able to make that bond. Do you think he'd comply with the bond condition?
Yes.
Would he show up for court?
Yes.
Would he take off and go to Mexico?
No.
Judge, if I can have just a moment.
Sure.
Oh. You said you had written Mickey some letters and things from jail. You ever FaceTime with him?
Yeah.
And do you do that just you and him?
I go up to his wife and daughter's house, and then I FaceTime with him up there. Yeah.
How often do they FaceTime with him?
Every day.
Every day? Okay.
Yes.
Now, you said, you know, obviously we've gone over how he was acting the day before, this all happened the day of. Since you FaceTime with him, since he's been in jail, what, close to 2 years now, right?
Yeah.
Have you noticed any of those paranoid type of behaviors at all? Does he seem like he's pretty much back to baseline
He seems pretty,
even?
yeah, now. He looks really bad, but, I mean, he acts kind of calm now.
So he looks bad?
He looks bad, but it's really, he seems like he's calm now.
Fair enough.
He's not in the state he was in like this.
Fair enough. Judge, I think that's all I have for now.
Any cross?
Yes, Your Honor, I just have a few questions for you, Ms. Stines. Let me make sure I understand this right. So Mickey wasn't acting right the day before to the point where you were concerned.
Yeah, he was acting, he was,
And did you call anybody?
no,
Did you call his wife and say, what's wrong with Mickey? Something's wrong with him?
no, he was,
And the next morning when you got this phone call, you didn't call anybody, you didn't call anybody at the sheriff's department, did you? And say, hey, something's wrong with Mickey, is he there?
no,
Did you? And you didn't call his wife that day either, did you? And say, Mickey's not acting right, he asked about bones, is something going on with Mickey? You didn't call her either, did you?
no. When he called and asked for my mother,
Yes, ma'am.
that was right before it happened, so I didn't have time to call
I
anybody.
think you said you had 30 minutes before you realized what had happened. So in that 30-minute window before you realized what happened, you didn't call anybody, did you?
It had already happened.
Right, but you didn't know that.
No,
Okay, so you never called anybody between that
Sure
time and the
didn't.
time you found out.
no.
And you've spoken very highly of Mr. Stines, but my understanding is that he's concerned for his wife and daughter. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And he left them at home alone. Went to your house. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't stay in the driveway. I mean, they were upset because he's walking around and keeping them up. He didn't go to the driveway and sit in the car, did he?
I don't know if he did that or not.
He left and went to your house, correct?
Yeah, he did come to my house, but I don't know what he did before that.
Okay. And what time did you say he showed up at your house?
I don't know exactly. I didn't think it was going to be important at the time, so at the time I didn't notice.
Now, I think most people at this point in time, you've been a resident of Letcher County your entire life, haven't you?
Yeah,
And I assume you've seen this video also, haven't you?
what video?
The video in Judge Mullins' chambers.
Yeah, just once, part of it, yeah.
And you know who Kevin Mullins is? don't you?
Yeah, I know Kevin.
He's district judge?
I know Kevin.
He's a district judge, correct?
Yeah.
Was a district judge,
Yeah.
better way to put it. And you saw
I
Mickey
saw,
shoot.
yes.
That's all I know.
Thank you, ma'am.
But Judge, briefly,
Sure.
when Mickey came to your house, you knew that he'd been to the doctor that day.
Yeah,
Okay. And you knew that there'd been some concerns about his mental health,
yes,
and that was the reason he was taken to the doctor.
yes.
And when he was at your house, he kept the cameras on at his house all night long.
Watching his house.
Did he ever turn them off?
No.
Did they keep you up at night?
I could hear the little crickets and jar flies all night.
And was he concerned the entire time about what was going on with his
Yes,
life
he
and
was.
daughter?
Yes,
That's all I
he
have
was.
to.
Nothing more there.
All right, thank you, ma'am. You may have a seat. Any other witnesses?